Yes, fight fans, body and mind, sports welcome. You are fully appreciated if you are here for another session of boxing talk, my people. And in this round, I will be covering Lawrence Okolie. What is the latest that you need to know about Lawrence Okolie as a boxing fan, my guys? What is the latest that you guys need to know? And also, since I've touched on it before in one of my videos, what is there a rift between Turki Sheikh and Eddie Hearn, as it has been rumored all over the internet, my guys? And find out the truth right here in this video, my people. And also what Turki Sheikh thinks about what Bob Arum had to say about him, that he will no longer be putting on events at outside of Riyadh season, and are no longer putting on events outside of Saudi Arabia, my guys, my people. And just to give you a bit of clarity to help you understand the situation when I do get to talk about it, Riyadh season starts from October to February, my people. So anything outside of those months, well, that is not Riyadh season, my guys, my people. And since we are talking about Bob Arum, I will also give you my weigh-in on Gerard Big Baby Anderson. What kind of a caliber of a fighter is he really? Is he really what he was piped up to be, my guys, my people, or was he not? And aside from that though, last but not least, the Glovegate situation that Ben Shalom was attempting to spark over his fight of Fraser Clark losing to Fabio Wardly in the very first round, where Fraser Clark got his jaw wired, just to put it simply, by Fabio Wardly, my guys. And so Fabio Wardly moves on from there regardless. But I think that summarizes everything that I'm going to give you in this video, my people. So without any further delay, let's just get crack-a-lacking and get moving, my guys. Starting with Lawrence Okolie, who is 31 years old, my people. Lawrence Okolie, he did reign in the cruiserweight division for 2 whole years with his WBO title. He held the WBO title for 2 years in the cruiserweight division and made 3 successful defenses, only to lose all of that to Chris Billiam Smith, my people. In 2023, he lost it to Chris Billiam Smith, and then moved up. He moved up to bridgerweight from there, and in his very first fight in the bridgerweight division versus Lucas Rzinski, he managed to capture the WBC title in the division. And since then, he's just been chilling at bridgerweight up until now, my guys. I do know that he did have a fight lined up with Kevin Larena. They did agree to fight Kevin Larena, who became the WBC interim champion at bridgerweight after defeating Riyad Mehi, and then 6 months later going on to defend that interim title versus Zinad Gashi, my guys, beating both those fighters via unanimous decision, my people. So is it fair to say that now Okolie, the latest on Okolie is that he is now in the heavyweight division, ranked at number 5 by the WBC after requesting for the WBC to do so. And before that, he did give notice to the WBC that he would be leaving the bridgerweight, dropping his titles to contend in the heavyweight division, my people. So is that a legitimate duck? Is that a legitimate swerve around of Kevin Larena, my people? And I would say yes. I would say yes, because Kevin Larena is super dangerous, my guy, and he's got enough power to put down the likes of Daniel Dubois. He did face Daniel Dubois, my guys. I have to say that Kevin Larena, he was, before he even started competing in the heavyweight division, or even the bridgerweight, the newly, designed, or should I say newly structured bridgerweight. Well, before entering those divisions, he was at cruiserweight also, and was the IBO champion at cruiserweight. He made 10 successful between 2015 and 2022. He racked up 17. He racked up 17 straight wins, and defended his IBO title 10 times successfully before bumping into Daniel Dubois in the heavyweight division, my people. And he gave Dubois problems, my guy. Dropped him 3 times in the very first round. Dropped him 3 times before Dubois recollected himself and got control of the fight, dropping Larena twice before ending the fight in the 3rd round, my guys. So this is a very tough opponent, and a fight that Okolie could actually lose, my people. And he sees that, and also he sees that in the bridgerweight division there isn't any big fights, my guys. Which is why I believe he tried to cool down Deontay Wilder from the heavyweight division for a challenge, my guys. A challenge that Wilder and his team, they refused that challenge. They said, we're not stepping down to bridgerweight for anyone. When Wilder comes back, is attacking the heavyweight division straight, my people. So Okolie was unsuccessful in that try there, that time round. But yeah, I think this is a legitimate duck, a legitimate swerve around Kevin Larena, my people, who, like I've explained, is a dangerous fighter. That is a high risk, very high risk, very low reward type of fighter. And so he has left Kevin Larena behind after those 2 fighters had actually agreed to fight for Okolie's WBC title at bridgerweight, my people. So now he's just left Kevin Larena and is at number 5 in the heavyweight division, my guys. WBC rankings, my people. And it's rumored that his next opponent might be Fabio Wardly, my people. Fabio Wardly. That would be Fabio Wardly's step up, you might as well say, in the heavyweight division, and Okolie's very first fight in the heavyweight division. And yeah, that is the situation right now, my people. And Okolie, who before has been calling out Usyk, so that there again, it shows to you that he's not really looking to lose to someone that could damage his stock in Kevin Larena, my people. And losing to someone like Usyk, well, it does nothing to damage or improve your stock. In fact, it could do more to improve your stock if you actually did good, my people. But yeah, if you lose to someone like Usyk, you just go on to the next one, my guys, because people expect you to lose anyway. And but he's lined up to face Fabio Wardly next. That's what I'm hearing. And if that fight does happen, it's gonna be in early 2025, my guys, my people. And like I've said, that will be Okolie's very first fight, if it happens, in the heavyweight division, and Fabio Wardly's step up fight since and beating Fraser Clark, my people. And talking about Wardly, his win over Fraser Clark, Ben Shalom tried to you know, he tried to, how can I say, belittle it a bit, not even a little bit, big time. I'm talking about Fabio Wardley's gloves being on the thin side. And I know a lot of people are saying, you know, that a lot of people are praising Fraser Clark for being quiet in the situation and not saying anything, taking the win, the loss to Fabio Wardly on his chin, my guys, and going in the route of the best man won kind of situation there. But in him not coming out to speak out against his promoter in Ben Shalom, talking about, you know, Fabio Wardley's gloves. Well, that goes to show that they are in fact in agreement, and it's possibly Fraser Clark that is put him up to this. Not even possibly, 100% sure he's put him up to this, because that is what Ben Shalom's job is as a promoter and as a manager. Is he his manager? I don't know, but that is what Ben Shalom's job is, to do damage control in these sort of situation. Obviously, talking about the glove situation regarding Fabio Wardly, well, that kind of diminishes his win and kind of makes his fighter look like he's actually better than what happened on that night. So therefore, a bit of damage control there to prepare him for future fights, you know, in terms of whether fans are going to tune in or not, basically. So yeah, that's just a bit of damage control there, I reckon. But Clark definitely put him up to that. He definitely put him up to that. And the only way that you know, anyone can make me believe otherwise is if he actually comes out and says anything to contradict what Ben Shalom has been up to lately. Yeah, that's it really, my people. Because if you think about it, in the lead up to his fight with Fabio Wardly, and when they were choosing their gloves, Fraser Clark mentioned that Fabio Wardley's gloves had no padding in it, my people. So you know where Ben Shalom got that information from to be coming out with that foolishness in the first place, my people. There is no glove gate situation. It was a good win for Fabio Wardly, bad night for Fraser Clark. It wasn't the barn burner we all thought it would be. But now that he's gone through surgery, his jaw has been fixed. Hopefully he can return if he wants a healthy fight, on my people. And if he doesn't want to return into the sports, that is also 100% understandable, my people. But as for now, it looks like Fabio Wardly and Lawrence Okolie are linked. And Lawrence Okolie, who, if he fights Fabio Wardly, that is, right now though, he is now being promoted by Queensbury Promotion. Okolie now moved to Queensbury, so there's a lot of fights that he could take. It could take under that stable, my people. Not only the Fabio Wardly fight, but there's other fights. Daniel Dubois, that's a good one. But even if he beats Fabio, I think he's gonna need one more fight to prove himself that he can actually hang in there in a title shot, my people. So yeah, let's move on, my people, and talk about Turki Al-Sheikh. What is the situation between him and Eddie Hearn, my people? Well, him and Eddie Hearn, I don't believe there is an actual rift, and if there is a rift, Eddie Hearn sure isn't letting it get in the way of any business, my guys, because him and Turki Al-Sheikh, they are still going to go on and try to make that Bivol rematch. The situation there is, as you know, the IBF wants Bivol to face his mandatory in Michael Eifert, my people. But aside from that, you know, the IBF has you know, considered making an exemption for Better Beef in this case to go ahead and do the Bivol rematch, my people. So that's the situation. Eddie Hearn is still working on Turki Al Sheikh with the other promoters to get that match made. And also, look at it, Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk coming in December. That also involves Eddie Hearn, Turki Al Sheikh, and the other promoters, Frank Warren, George Warren, and so forth. And so there isn't a rift. There isn't a rift there. Business goes on as usual. In fact, Eddie Hearn has come out saying that Turki Al Sheikh, and I've taken this as possibly the Riyadh season business model. Eddie Hearn has come out to say that Turki Al Sheikh is the governor, my guys. He's the head, and then just below him you have himself, Frank Warren, George Warren, and who are the other? Anyway, my brain's gone blank right now. But they are basically the promoters that help. They are the promoters that help Turki Al Sheikh realize his ideas, the matchups. They help him to discuss and to make those matchups, bring them into fruition. In fact, they are the ones that own stables that run stables in boxing. Turki Al Sheikh does not have a stable, my people. So they are like the committee that is just under Turki Al Sheikh, according to Eddie Hearn. So they are still working together, regardless of rumors saying that Turki Al Sheikh is now linked with Bob Arum, Golden Boys, Oscar De La Hoya, and Frank Warren, and has split with with Eddie Hearn. That is just utter nonsense and is not the case, my people. I'll tell you something else. Eddie Hearn says utter nonsense though, is the fact that Bob Arum has been going around saying that there's no more Riyadh Turki Al Sheikh. You know, there are powers that be above Turki Al Sheikh, whatever powers that be, that is maybe aliens, angels from heaven, something like that. You know, that basically they will no longer be allowing Turki Al Sheikh to hold Riyadh season events outside of Riyadh season, or outside of Saudi Arabia, I suppose. And Eddie Hearn says, what utter rubbish. Bob Arum is off his Swede. Basically, his faculties are not 100%. And that is utter rubbish, says Eddie Hearn. And goes on to talk about, of course, the Joshua fight and the Joshua Dubois fight, and the Bivol and Better Beef rematch. So those rematch, he talked about them. Of course, they wouldn't be happening if Eddie Hearn and Turki Al Sheikh couldn't work together, because Bivol is a matchroom fighter and Joshua is also a matchroom fighter. So there you go, my people. There you go, my guys. And so Turki Al Sheikh has also come out to refute what Bob Arum, the rumors that Bob Arum has been spreading, my people, and said basically anything that comes out, any news that comes out of me and is not coming from me, well, you might as well just regard it as rumor, my guys, and nothing else. He said that he said boldly that, you know, not only will he be putting on events outside of Riyadh season, but he will also be putting on events outside of Saudi Arabia, my people, my guys. So yeah, regarding the Anthony Joshua fight though, the Anthony Joshua Daniel Dubois fight, it's not going to be possibly until May, guys. Possibly not until May, because Eddie Hearn has revealed that they do have the option of facing Daniel Dubois or waiting for the winner of Fury versus Usyk and then taking the winner of that fight. So we might not have, so waiting on Usyk would mean, I mean, Usyk or Fury possibly would mean you know, a period of no action for Anthony Joshua, which could actually lead to ring rust if he's going to wait until May, my guys, to face either fighter, depending on who the winner is. But let's say Fury wins and Anthony Joshua, you know, just come off a loss to Daniel Dubois. Is that a fight that people still want to see? I mean, Fury, if he beats Usyk, who has beaten Joshua twice already, that is claim enough to say that Fury is a better fighter than Anthony Joshua, my people. So they will obviously not be on the same level, my guys. And we already saw how Usyk easily dismantled Daniel Dubois, and then we saw how Daniel Dubois easily dismantled Anthony Joshua, my people. And so yeah, would it be a fight even looking at if Fury was to go on in and beat Usyk without Anthony Joshua beating Dubois first? You know, wouldn't that mean that he would be a mismatch for Fury? And even so, why should he be the first in line to fight Fury first? You know, I thought that would be Daniel Dubois' claim, as since he is the IBF title holder, and would make for a much bigger fight with Fury or Usyk if they still, you know, should the winner of that fight emerge with the 3 other titles to make an undisputed matchup with Daniel Dubois, my people. So that is the level where I'm thinking at, really. I just feel it's the smartest thing for I was thinking before it was the smartest thing for you know, for Anthony Joshua to face Dubois next. But now thinking about it, I'm now of the opinion that what if Anthony Joshua actually lost to Dubois again, my guys? Would that be still a good matchup with Fury if Fury was to win? No, it wouldn't. But then if Fury was to lose, yeah, and Anthony Joshua was to face Dubois and lose, then that would still be a good matchup in my eyes, my guys, because it would be like 2 fighters, you know, that are coming off losses. And it would be more of an even matchup, because we still don't know how Fury may perform against Dubois, my people, but we know how he performed against somebody in Usyk who he has lost to already. So if he loses to him again, you know, that will give you a fair measurement as to how he might have fared with Daniel Dubois, my people. And so yeah, I think that would make a better matchup with Anthony Joshua if Anthony Joshua lost and Fury lost, my people. But if Anthony Joshua wins and Fury wins, that would be great. But if Anthony Joshua wins and Fury also loses, it would still make a good matchup, because they both lost to Usyk already, my people. And so yeah, just to round up, I just want to talk about Big Baby Anderson. I was just talking about you know, the rumors Bob Arum has been spreading about Turki Allow Sheikh, about where he should and shouldn't be holding events. I've just talked about that, but one thing I didn't mention is that Turki Allow Sheikh, he credits all of that kind of talk to haters, my guys. Credits all of that to haters. And so does and so does what's his name? Eddie Hearn, my people. Credits all that talk to haters. So more or less they are saying that Bob Arum is just a hater. And Bob Arum, his relationship with Turki Al Sheikh, it kind of is that is the relationship that I would possibly say is shaky right now, especially after he expressed how he was unhappy when his fighter lost to Okolie, his fighter in Gerard Big Baby Anderson, someone that was touted highly to be a superstar in the division, and to bring the American heavyweight lackluster list of heavyweights, you know, out of the darkness and back into the light in the heavyweight division, my people. And it was touted to possibly be a future heavyweight champion, but he's quite upset about that matchup with Martin Okolie. Upset especially because he came out to the world and said that Turki Al Sheikh approached his fighter in Gerard Anderson, something that he shouldn't have done, but he approached Gerard Anderson directly and offered him a big amount of money that the young man simply couldn't refuse, and that's why the fight was taken, my guys. But he himself, Bob Arum, was totally against that fight and thought it was a bad idea. I remember even Eddie Hearn weighing in on that situation and saying that he couldn't believe they took that fight. He couldn't believe they took that fight, and actually wanted to bet against Anderson. But he should have taken that bet, my guys. He should have taken that bet. You would have won that bet, Eddie Hearn. You know, but not like you need it. You're rich already. But yeah, that is the situation there. But Gerard and Bob Arum says that they could have actually sued over this, but that's not the way that they operate. That's what he says. You know, they didn't want that fight for Gerard Anderson. But how long are you going to be protecting Anderson for? I mean, it's already been a writing on the wall, just how, you know, how much of an overrated fighter that Anderson possibly was, because you got rocked by a fringe fighter, that wouldn't beat many fringe fighters in what's that geezer's name? Is it Frank Martin? Yeah, in is it Frank Martin? Yeah, in Frank Martin, my guys. Yeah, in Frank Martin. You got rocked by Frank Martin. Nearly lost that fight. So I don't know what the hell Bob Arum was on. He's just been protecting his fighter, facing a load of journeymen. His whole resume is filled with journeymen. And not only that, you know, Okolie, the man he fought, they probably came into that fight underestimating Okolie anyway after his performance with Michael Hunter, who beat Okolie by via a 10th round KO, my people. So there was a big underestimation of Okolie there. They probably thought this man can't move, he just has power. And you know, Gerard Anderson is just a bit too slick for a heavyweight, if you ask me. He tries to be a bit too slick, and it's not very to be a heavyweight, you need to be resilient. You need to have durability. You need to have endurance, my guys. So you need to be able to bear the weight of other heavyweights and bear those punches. And he's just not built for that, you know. And I don't want to shit on the young man, but he did start crying to Ray Jones about how he couldn't take the pressure. And I just thought, this guy's a total softy, man. He's just not ready for this heavyweight division. But he is about 24, 25 years old. And maybe you might do better with the next generation of heavyweights coming up now, you know. As you know, we got Lawrence Okolie there, and we got Moses Ituma. But Moses Ituma it's going to be big problems for Gerald Anderson, I reckon. I just think they're on different levels, to tell you the truth, my people. And so, yeah, that's all. That's what I think, really. Talk about Moses Atuma. He's got a fight coming up. He's going to be on the undercard of the Tyson Fury, and Usyk fight, December the 21st. But I will talk about that fight again, and when I do talk about that fight, I'll kind of branch into the Moses Ituma fight, my people, on that undercard. But for now, though, I think I've spoken a bit too long in this video, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there with you guys, my people. But before I leave, I just want to say thank you for your support, fans. Thank you for your support, my people. And yeah, let me just leave it there for tonight, my guys, my people. But you can catch me right here next time on Body and Mind Sports. And before you leave, do share, subscribe, and of course drop your comments below. And as always, stay super blessed.